Athletes, you are now in the hands of the starter. On your marks.
We are racing in the Lion City, 100 kilometres of top swim bike run here in Singapore for the PTO Asia Open. $600,000 is the prize pool today, as well as a lucrative PTO points. Oh, I think they might have smoothed it out since we last looked at it. I think I might have made something out of nothing there, gents, but we see Sarah Perez-Sala take the lead with that short sprint.
As we see Lottie Wilms come through and Fenella Langridge, some of the better swimmers in this field. And there's Ashleigh Gentle right there. So she's about 30 seconds, 35 seconds down at this Aussie exit. Annie Haug right with her, Sarah True as well, Radka Karlefelt. And if it's as we suspect that Lucy's well within herself, she'll get out and set a nice tempo early. So as we see Sarah hit the pontoon here.
So in they go into T1, Jack, and for once Lucy Charles-Barclay has a bit of company. She's not going to be solo as they get on the bike.
About the minute mark there, so that says that Sarah Perez-Sala and Lucy Charles went hard.
I think interestingly here, Sarah Perez-Sala did not wear a swim ski, and Lucy Charles-Barclay did, so that's going to cost her a few seconds in triathlon. Again, not super critical, but I just find it interesting that Sarah chose not to wear the swim skin, and I think that's because of the water temperature.
This is a group of really strong swimmers that have just had what looks to me to be 1 minute 50, 2 minutes put into them by Lucy Charles-Barclay and Sarah Perez-Sala.
Again, this is a good little power group. I think this is a nice scenario playing out for some of our pre-race favourites. Interestingly, I didn't see Annie Haug come out with this group.
She didn't come out. She fell out of that group.
The PTO bike ranking flash up before. She's number 2 on the bike rankings, and she is just cutting a sway through this field. We saw her pass Fenella Langridge there, who's one of the better swimmers in the field, and I want to say was 3rd or 4th out of the water. So far this bike course is very much to Anna Haug's liking, and I think it won't be too long till we see her on the front of this second group and then setting sail for the 2 off the front.
Lucy Charles has noticed the pace has dropped. I've got to go to the front and take responsibility of this race, because Crowe, if she doesn't take responsibility of this bike and set the pace, it's going to be a really hard day for her. Now we're seeing that only after 30k on this ride, Ashleigh's already caught Lucy Charles-Barclay, showing that the conditions, the course and the current form are so different.
Look at the way she's going past them here.
And in the TT bars too, Crowe, not sitting up climbing. These women are riding fast up this hill compared to some of the chase women. So Chelsea Sodaro has now lost another 30 seconds to Annie Haug and Ashleigh Gentle because of how fast they're cornering and climbing. We're seeing here, Crowe, that Annie Haug has made the decision to go to the front up this climb.
Imogen Simmons here, still riding very well and riding solo, holding pace, not losing any time to the women in front, and this is a great race for Imogen. Of course, she has spent a lot of training time in Thailand.
Still looking strong, out of the saddle now.
Yeah, absolutely. She looks just composed, experienced.
Annie Haug right here, mechanical. Crowe, so something's happening with her rear cassette. It looks like something's stuck.
Disaster.
So I'm counting down. That's 25 seconds lost already. As soon as she does get it out, she will be able to start riding again, but that's now 30 seconds.
What is that? That's around the wheel.
That has embedded around the hub.
It's on both sides, Crowe.
What has gone on there?
That's now over 1 minute and 15 seconds, Crowe, too. And you can see it's wrapped around the tube of her bike as well.
It's a real shame.
This is disaster. This is going to be at least 2 minutes.
Oh, thank goodness. Come on, Anne. Let's go. Oh, come on.
It's just a bit of tape, is it, Crowe?
What is it? I have no idea what that... Oh, she's dropped an Allen key.
Oh, right.
Come on, Anne. Let's go. Let's get back in the fight.
Something just to point out there, Crowe, is she was so aware of not littering the streets of Singapore that she hasn't dropped on the road despite no doubt being frustrated. Chucked it down her shirt.
Yeah, she's a professional. I mean, she kept her composure there in such a frustrating situation. And what we did see on the other side of the screen, I don't know if you caught Ashleigh Gentle going the other way, so Ash Gentle is well aware of what has just happened to Annie Haug there.
Now we see the dismount line. Ashleigh Gentle will be the first into T2 as she leaps off the bike. Let's just keep eyes on the efficiency of this stop.
You learn a lot the first few steps off the bike. She looks good. She looks fluid. should I say? Imogen Simmons is the one who's fluent in 5 languages.
Multiple languages.
Ashleigh Gentle actually looks fluid.
It's actually a good joke from you, Craig.
Oh, that's unfair. Oh, he's had me in stitches all week.
Yeah, she looks like she's done this 10,000 times before.
How many people had Imogen Simmons coming in second into transition 2 today? I'm not sure. I don't think many. So what a bike ride from Imogen. Annie Haug here into T2, John and Crowe. So she's actually only 2 minutes 30 behind Ashleigh Gentle. Keep in mind, after that incident, she was 3 minutes 10 seconds back. So she's made up 40 seconds since that incident.
Yeah. Lucy Charles-Barclay pulling up on the shoulder of Imogen Simmons here, and loving the race of both of these women today. They've just been consistent across the board. Early stages of the run here as we see the athletes running past one of the landmarks in Singapore.
It's very special, isn't it? The whole area is very special, but to race here around these streets.
We see Imogen give Anne a little pat on the back there as she makes the pass. Great camaraderie between these women.
Annie Haug has closed in on Lucy Charles-Barclay and she makes her pass.
She just looks so good, John. Like, I know I said it about Ash Gentle, I'd probably pay $1 million if I had it to look like her when I ran. The same thing goes for Annie Haug there as we see her make the pass on Lucy Charles-Barclay.
Imogen Simmons, perhaps not someone that was in the narrative coming into this race, but is on the podium at the moment.
She's just made that pass, John.
Yeah, and Imogen Simmons has just paced herself beautifully all day.
Chelsea Sodaro is running exactly the same as Ashleigh Gentle and Annie Haug. So she is running the exact same pace, and she has been the entire day. She's now about 120 metres behind Lucy Charles-Barclay, so that converts to be about 20 to 21 seconds right now. She looks to be maybe even running better than Ashleigh Gentle and Annie Haug now late in this race, and we might even see her have the fastest run of the day. Yeah.
And there is Chelsea Sodaro. Sorry, Jack, as you took your eyes off the screen for a second. Chelsea Sodaro is stretching out up the hill. She's taken Imogen Simmons. All smiles from Ashleigh Gentle as she's counting down the steps. As she gets down the blue chute, she takes the high fives off of the crowd here in Singapore. Ashleigh Gentle is back on top. She wins the PTO Tour Singapore. What a fantastic performance by Ashleigh Gentle to close out her 2023 campaign.
That's Josh Amberger, her husband there, John. So just such a special moment as she falls to the ground. 2 seconds this year. This is the win she's been chasing. She dedicated her calendar year this year to the 3 PTO races.
Runs it home now. Annie Haug will take the second spot on the podium here in Singapore. Right over the line with a big smile on her face. Brilliant, excellent work by Annie Haug.
She gave a little shrug of the shoulders there, John, which to me, I interpreted that as what could have been. She only finished 2 minutes and 15 seconds down on Ashleigh Gentle, so...
She always rises to the challenge. She loves racing the big field. She's gone up against the very best today, and she will run across the line in 3rd place. Congratulations, Chelsea Sodaro.
She probably proved a lot to herself today, John. Look at that.
Y'all must have forgot, right?
Tears straight away to me, which shows pressure, it shows relief. I think she needed a performance like this for herself to sort of prove to herself.
Well, great visuals there of the podium, great support as well, of course deserved. And here is the leaderboard and the results for the PTO Asian Open. Ashleigh Gentle in 1st, Annie Haug in 2nd, Chelsea Sodaro in 3rd. A great race from Imogen Simmons, Lucy Charles-Barclay in 5th, Amelia Watkinson 6th, Sarah Perez-Sala came in 7th. We had Cudfeldt in 8th, Sarah True came in 9th, and Jocelyn McCauley rounds out the 10 top finishers here in Singapore. Congratulations to all of those. Last word from you, Jack, in commentary.
This course is amazing, John. Look at those splits. There's a big difference between 1st and 10th. It was chaos out there. The bike course was one of the best bike courses I've ever seen. The run was hot. There was late catches. Chelsea Sodaro running up to 3rd at the very last minute. Just one of those crazy races that the course and conditions, it was all a perfect storm to create one of the best races I've ever watched.